line 71. Virtual machine is skill set VMS dot begin deallocate. Begin. I think we have to use this word. Power off. Stop a virtual machine in a VM scale set. Note that resources are still attached. You are getting. Begin power off. Let me see deallocate. Begin, but begin deallocate. Virtual machine scale set VMs operations. You see, virtual machine scale set operations has no object begin deallocate. But when I come here, it has begin deallocate. So I don't understand. Stop VMS file line stop. Virtual machine is scale set. Has no attribute. It's not an attribute. It's what the heck. Let's try the other one. Let's try begin power off at least. But then we need resource group, VM scale, instance ID. And for this one, begin deallocate. We just need VM skill set. Did I type right? Begin deallocate. Let me just type stop VMSS Python. Yeah, I don't think there's not enough documentation for me to go on with this. If you can make it work later on, let me know, but I just don't want to spend much time with it. I don't know because I see begin deallocating there. Like it says attribute error virtual machine is scale set VM's operation. So we are here, we are in this, and it says we have this, unless this is deprecated, because this one, you see, it's 2019, and I think, I'm not sure which one we are using in here. It does not tell us, it says C tempi blah blah blah. Maybe I can type, let me see, let me just try one thing here. Print type, because then I can save and blah blah and run. So yeah, you see, it uses the V2016 430. You see, and in the documentation that we saw, it uses the 2019. So let's see if we can find. Yes, I don't know if we can force. I don't know how I can force to use this one, this version, you know. Maybe I can type this in here. Azure Management import. Maybe I can do this one, import. Then it will force to use this version, you see, of v2012.01.operations virtual machine, Azure operations. And comment this one. Maybe. What the heck? I don't know why they do this. No, they don't. VM side operations. Dot compute. Or otherwise I can try to do one last thing. I can try to look for this one. What is that one? Is the Azure Management Compute. I can try to look for this one specifically. Let me see. 26.430. The scale set extension. No, it's scale set VM operations. Yeah, that's weird. You see, because you see I have the same version, 2016 430, the scale set VM operations, and I have begin the allocate. Let's not spend much time. Okay, so I would just close this one, and I will create another one, runbook, another runbook. Let's create, I'll use this one that I found out in the yeah, because there is this page, use an alert to trigger an Azure Automation runbook. So I will just copy this one, and yes, I also try to edit in here. .ps1 is stop vmss. And in this one, we have some issues also. That what are they? They are repositories, performance, Azure scripts. First of all, we have this write verbose, but yeah, that won't work out for us. Let's change to write output instead. Because why? Because when we go to jobs, I'll explain later, but yeah, I would just replace this. I would just replace this for that one. Write output. And what else? Everything that has verbose. I will just delete. And let us go. Okay, so I will copy this one, and I'm creating the new runbook. There's a okay, but this one I think we cannot test it because I don't know, we can try to test, but I think it won't work because we need this webhook data, and I don't have any webhook data to provide in here. yes, this is from here, like if a webhook data, blah blah blah. But anyway, I don't know how it works because I don't understand PowerShell. I just use it, but I'll just publish it. And then yes, so I will go to the alerts now, and I will create a new alert, and we can choose here that the target resource that we want to monitor is our VMSS. Oh no, cannot. I think VM is scale. Virtual machine scale set. So we choose Udacity VMS, our VMSS, and then we add a condition. Let's do the same as we did before. Use the percentage CPU. Let's choose a threshold of 40 again. Yeah, I just don't want to wait too long. I think 1 minute should be fine. I don't know if it's going to work. Greater than average. I hope it works. I hope it's not choose too little. Let's see. Okay, done. And then in the action groups, that's where we create an action group to send email to us and also to trigger the runbook. So let's call it Azure Vault action group. Also stop VMSS action group. Then notifications, we can choose email, then we choose our email, and then okay, enable the common alert schema. Yes. What else? I think that's all. And then the action, which is automation runbook. Choose a runbook. We choose the we need to choose our subscription. The automation account, and then I think stop VMSS. Yes, is this one. Yeah. Stop the VMSS action. And then, okay, I need to correct something. What is it? Notifications. Oh yeah, I need to give a name, I guess. Stop VMSS notification. Okay, this seems right. Great. Mail automation. Now we stop VMSS alert. Okay, create alert. Okay. Now what do we do? I will close everything that is here. I will go to my email now. I'll see if I receive a message. So I received a message that I was added to this Azure Monitor Action Group. Okay, and now let's do that thing again. Let's go to our VMs and let's try to stress them again. Let's try to stress them. And let's see the CPU usage. Let's see if we receive an alert about the CPU usage being above 40%. And let's see if our runbook runs to try to stop that. So yes, I think we can see here that we have two instances of our VM. I will just delete that outscale that we had before, because we don't want to scale them anymore. I think actually we should just switch to manual scale. Yeah, after we did that exercise, we just switched to manual scale. Okay, then if we go to application insights, we are going to see that the CPU usage in both of our instances is increasing. So after 1 minute, I hope we receive an email. Let me see. Yes, we can see the runbooks in here. We go to jobs, and we see if some of those jobs are going to be triggered. So in this case, we are hoping the stop VMSSPS, which was published, it's going to be triggered after the VMSS CPU utilization is above 40%. Okay, so you can see that it was triggered, a job was triggered, but it failed. So you can see here, I received, so fired, severity 3. So when I open it, I can see the alert on Azure monitor. Time aggregation average, percentage CPU, blah blah blah. So we can see a graph in with the moments in which the alert was triggered. So it was triggered at 5:53, another one at 5:54, 5:55. So every 1 minute, and the threshold is above 40%. And this is the alert that we used. And okay, so we need to see what is going wrong with that script. So this is the webhook data that we use as entry data. Okay, the output, it was fired, blah blah blah. We do not see any errors. Output, but probably we see an exception. The running command is stopped because the preference variable, error action preference or command parameter is set to stop. This not a supported resource for this runbook. Let's see if this was triggered again with success, because in my GitHub repo is a bit different. Let me see how is it in my GitHub repo. Yeah, I have the same, you see. Error preference. So you see it reads out to this point because it's writing subscription ID. Oh, okay. Sorry. There is a one thing wrong in my script. Sorry. The I forgot to change one thing. You see this Microsoft.compute? I should change to virtual machine scale sets. Yeah, so let's see virtual machine skill sets. Let's see. Okay, I'll change it. Maybe there are other instances in which I, for example, I use VM. Indices should be sub VMSS. Yeah, let's try now. So let's do that again. Now let's wait. Okay, now you see we have one completed. Now let's see our email. So we see that we have an event that was fired. And yeah, that we can see the same data as before. View the alert. And after that we can see that it was resolved. That it was resolved. And then we can go back to the job and see the output. Actually, it says status resolved. Let me see the status. So, where does it print status? So it prints the status at this point. Service, okay. No action. House. House running output exception, no exception. Let's see to the VMSS. Let's see if how it is showing. VMSS. Oh no, the VMSS, the VMSS. The logs. It seems it stopped. Yeah, so it should stop. But note in the runbook. Yes, stop AZVMSS. Yeah. So this is git add git in. It's the Part3 VMSS branch. Okay, so this one was the we finished all the things with the VMSS. Yeah, this is the most tricky part because as I said, the these runbooks, I just don't like how they work because we need to trigger it by using PowerShell. Nobody knows PowerShell. I don't know anyone who actually knows PowerShell, and so the best option for me would be to use Python, which is a modern language, but they don't have, like, the libraries that they have, they all seem to be deprecated. They don't have enough documentation for it. It's just a mess. So, and the instructor gave a print hello world example. So it's just, yeah, very disappointing. So, yeah, so I will stop this